Hey, good morning, sports fans. Louis Diamond finally back at you in our Las Vegas handicapping studios with BettorCenter Live. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, whether it was Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it was. I hope you've been enjoying the holiday season. Hopefully today we're going to help fill up the basket with some gifts, with some college football, some pro football, and some college basketball. Maybe even a little NBA. I'm joined today with our trusted weekend warrior, our very own Red Rifle, Mr. Tony Gulledge. Welcome back, Mr. Gulledge. How have you been?
Hey, good morning, Lou. Glad to be here. Hope everyone had a great holiday season with their family and friends. Look to continue it through this weekend. Service has been hot, and I hope I can pass out some winners to everybody here today.
I'm sure you will, Tony. You've been doing a great job providing us with some great insights into the games. So why not get started right into those games? We'll start with the NFL because that will be our first game of the day, and that will feature Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to the Detroit Lions. And the game opened up with Brady minus 8 points, but perception is key. What they did last week has got the bettors backing Tampa Bay today, up as high as 11, but it's pretty much a solid 10 right now. The total is 54.5. And this game, one thing about the Bucs, even with 2 wins, they are still going to need a little help to overcome the Saints, as they have, I think they have lost to them twice. So, what do you think, Tony? Is this a blowout for Brady and company? Big game for them.
Yeah, they have to get this win, Lou. I'm looking at it thinking they're going to beat Detroit here. I don't trust them laying the 10 points. I was almost about to make my first total play of the year, take this game over. I'm expecting Detroit at home to throw up some garbage touchdowns, probably come out early, get some points. Tampa's going to score. But I ended up settling for taking Detroit to 10 points. I think their propensity for getting meaningless points late is strong. They did it against Green Bay. They got crushed last week too. And obviously that played into perception. I think that helped the line value here. So for me, the play is going to be taking the 10 points in Detroit. With a lot of consideration I gave to the over in this game, but ended up taking the points with Detroit.
All right. The series, even though we got Brady and company here now, which is completely different, the Bucs 3-10. The last 13 times these two teams have met, but the road team has covered 6 out of 7. So it is a tough call. I think this is a teaser play, obviously, for me. And I will shrink down the favorite, but I also like your idea with Detroit. I think it comes within the numbers of the probably the 7-point teaser this time. If you got to go all the way up to the 10, you're going to want to buy it all the way down to the 3 and get the 17 with Detroit. You pull that one off, I think you're probably going to cash a ticket, but you're probably going to want to find some other plays in there. As far as the total, I will agree with you on the total on the over, 20-8. The last 28 games to the over for the Buccaneers. 24-8 to the over on the road, 16-5 to the over versus the NFC. And Detroit is usually an over team at home when Matthew Stafford usually gets to pad his stats and, as Tony says, possibly at the end of the game. So, all right. So, Tony's got a little love for Detroit. Both of us have some love on that over, and I'm looking for a teaser here with that early play. So, let's move on to our next game on the schedule. That's going to feature the 49ers, and they are officially gonzo from the playoffs. And will they have their golf clubs out in the locker room? Because they are down in Glendale, Arizona, facing the Arizona Cardinals. And actually, this is the 49ers' second home field this season, seems to be. Cardinals go from 3 up to 6 right now. Excuse me. Excuse me again. And the total, thank you, sir. Total goes from 50 down to 48. I've done enough talking. I'll get a little recap on this one, but let's hear what you got to say here, Tony.
Yeah, this is going to be my best bet for the NFL games today. I'm taking Arizona at home. I got it at 5. Like I said, I'm guessing the line is drifting up. Still kind of like it at 6, not as much, but still solid number here for me. I see the line value on Arizona. You mentioned San Fran, done, out. That always lets a little air out of the balloon, never fails. You got a team with the incentive to actually try to compete for a playoff spot here with Arizona. So you get that little extra boost. Sometimes pressure on teams needing a win hurts their chances, but I don't think that's going to be the case here today. And possibly getting Bobby Beathard to start. I like what a couple of the Arizona pass rush has been a kind of a surprise this year to actually see Arizona up front doing some damage with the pass rush. Secondary a little shaky, but getting to Beathard here, I don't think they're going to be as concerned with their secondary because I'm not sure Beathard can deliver the ball to those guys. So I look for the Arizona defense to be disruptive and look for the Arizona offense to move the ball down the field. Murray, I think he's going to have a big day today. Look for Murray to have a big day in a big spot where San Fran in playing on their home field temporarily. So this is kind of an unusual spot for this kind of game. It's just been a weird year, weird game, weird situation. Best bet for me is going to be, and the best bet in the NFL will be on Arizona. Get the best price you can, shop around and try to get the better number you can get. But Arizona is the way to play this.
I will wholeheartedly agree with you here today and on this one. Even though I've been on Kyler Murray, I backed off a little bit, but I don't think this is the place to back off today because they should take care of business. Beathard behind center, and should something happen to Beathard, they had to run out and get Josh Rosen off the Tampa Bay practice squad to make something possibly happen. I don't see it. I think it's going to be a rough day for the 49ers, who really have had a rough season. I think they're going to be happy just to go home and see the final clock. So I will agree with you. I think Arizona is a shining spot here for us today on this board. All right. So that being said, our next play on the board will be the Dolphins and the Raiders. The Dolphins, they got a shot. Obviously, what they need, though, they're tied with Baltimore, so both teams 9-5. What they need is, but they'll lose the tiebreaker. They're going to need Baltimore to either lose one of the last 2 games, but they got the Giants, and they have another garbage team. So they have the light schedule. Dolphins, they got the Raiders, and they got Buffalo, who's probably going to be sleeping next week, resting players. So big game here for the Dolphins. A lot of pressure. Are the Raiders going to actually show up here today? Because their season has officially ended. And now Raiders go from 1.5 point favorite. But the money hits the Dolphins up to -2.5. The total went from 46.5 to 49. And Mariota. We got a couple Hawaiians out there today. Couple of coconuts out there to play some football. How do you think the coconut cracks?
Well, it says our car's hoping to start. So either way, I think you'll get confident. This is scary here. I'm going to go against all my little handicapping trends here, and I'm going to play the Raiders in this game. I think the way I'm reading this is Miami can clinch a playoff spot with 2 wins. They win their 2 games. They're in control of their own destiny, can get it done just by winning. To me, for a team that's not traditionally a playoff team, that's a lot of pressure, man. You got the young kid quarterback. You got a team, they know if they win, they're in. Coming in against a team that's going to give you a decent offensive, so your defense is going to have to play good. It's just a tricky spot. Everything's telling me that Miami should be the team here, 8-2 the last 10 games, been playing as solid as any team in the NFL. But I tell you what, this reeks to high heaven. Arizona was my best bet, but this is going to be my play 1A here. I'm going to take the Raiders to pull the upset against the Dolphins and kind of slow their roll and make them nervous as it's approaching week 17 next week.
I would have to say this game definitely smells, and I have a tough time pulling trigger either way. As well as the Dolphins have been playing, I'm not sold, and I'm not sold that the Raiders are really packing up. They got this home game. This is an opportunity for them to play spoiler, and for some reason, I got to feel like there's some gas left in the tank for the Raiders, stuff to build on. And I believe that you're probably right on this. I won't really be playing the game. If I do anything, I'll probably touch it with the over and touch it with some teasers, but nothing strong for me on this play. Like I said, over and teasers the only thing I can offer for you. As far as any kind of trends that happen in this series, Dolphins 5-0-1 the last 6 meetings, the over 6 straight times. But Miami, 7 out of their last 8 games as a favorite to the under. 4-1 to the under versus the AFC this year so far, last 5, and 13-6-1. No, 7-3 to the under. Their last 10 following an ATS win. While no matter where you pretty much turn up for the Raiders, you got some over action. So tough game, but I will lean on the over. I will lean on a teaser, if anything, just for action because it is a primetime game. And, of course, we all love to watch those primetime games. All right, so now we got –
I was going to say, Lou, just, if you just need one play today in NFL for me, take Arizona Cardinals. Detroit and the Raiders, to me, are like party favors. If you got to throw something to watch it, throw it. But really, if you want to make the money today, I think bet Arizona and you'll be good. You can watch the other 2 games. Come back and check us out tomorrow.
The Red Rifle. He's not shooting blanks. He's shooting some bullets on this one here today. He's rolling on them Cardinals. All right, so our next play, let's hit some college football here real quick, Tony. We got 3 games in college football today as well. And the first one, we have the Raging Cajuns of UL Lafayette, and they are facing the Roadrunners of Texas San Antonio. This is a kind of it's one of those COVID scenarios. UL Lafayette was supposed to play for the championship game with Coastal Carolina. Now they're both co-champions, and they don't really get to do anything except for blow somebody out in a bowl game. And I believe UL Lafayette has the opportunity as opposed to Coastal Carolina here. So UL Lafayette is what is the line on them right now?
We got 2 touchdowns.
We got much. Yeah, 2 touchdown favorite. The total 54.5. Obviously, I'm feeling some UL Lafayette love here. I think it's a potential blowout. What about you?
Yeah, the only tricky part here is the Roadrunners come in winners of 3 straight games, so they got a little bit of roll coming in, momentum for them. But I'm going to back your play here, Lou. I like Lafayette to get just offensive capacity, their ability, and I'm basically counting on their defense to play decent. They don't have to play great, but they are going to have to play decent to kind of stifle the Roadrunners a little bit so they don't put up that 30-40 where it starts really getting tough to make a 2 touchdown number. But my play here for the Action Jackson release is going to be the Lafayette lay the 2 touchdowns against the Roadrunners.
All right. Well, Roadrunners, 3 straight wins, and actually 2 of them were pretty hefty blowouts, but it was North Texas and UTEP. So that doesn't count for all that much.
I was on the UTEP game, so I'm not surprised. I picked on UTEP a few times this year, and the North Texas was the one that, like I say, a little bit of pause. That was kind of a nice win for them. They really pounded North Texas hard, and their offense, that's the part. If you watched any of that, their offense was actually moving pretty smoothly. So Lafayette's definitely got something that, need to take care of that defensively. But I think their offense will get the job done here, Lou. I don't think we should be too concerned with the Roadrunners here.
All right. Yeah, I would agree. I got a feeling that this could be a rout, a big rout here. I think Raging Cajuns have some value, and I would certainly throw them in your teasers as well. So, all right, next game on our schedule will be the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky, and They will be facing Georgia State, and current line on this game is 3.5 on Georgia State. Not much movement, and total went from 54.5 to 49.5. Dead bang under bet. So Georgia State, Western Kentucky. You have any thoughts on this one, Tom?
Yeah, I took the points in Western Kentucky. I like they got a little bit of momentum. These are two pretty much garbage teams. This is like literally if they were to cancel a bowl game, this is the bowl game they should have canceled. Neither one of these teams, I think, deserves to be in a bowl game, but they're here. And like I said, I'm going to play the momentum. I'm going to play the team with a little bit of juice coming into it. Beat Charlotte, beat Florida International, ground out a tough win against Southern Miss. Western Kentucky's defense playing a lot better earlier in the season, kind of tapered off here, but I think they'll play good enough against a Georgia State that likes to run. So I think this style matchup favors Western Kentucky, so I'll take them in the points here, Lou.
All right, Georgia State 3-8-1 versus a team, well, with a losing record, but I don't know, Western Kentucky.
5-6.
So
they're 5-6.
Yeah.
Western Kentucky has a losing record.
5-6 in the bowl game. 1-4 in December for them Panthers. 1-5-1 on the turf for the Panthers. So I guess you got some trends that'll give you a little bit of an edge for your Hilltoppers. And 7-2-1 to the under versus the Sun Belt. But outside of that, it's pretty much been over city. 9-3 to the over on the turf. While the Panthers 5-7, 5-2 to the over on the turf. So, and then the under 17-7, the last 24 versus a team with a losing record. I have a tough time finding any vibe on this play at all, but you know where I got a good vibe? I got a good vibe when we line up on these shows. And Tony, we had a hell of a week again last week on the show. And Eugene, why don't you give a little roll here for what we've been doing?
The Ducks are going to fly south and crap on the Trojans.
There's a misperception about USC that they're actually a good team, and I don't think they are.
The most interesting play today, folks, from the man on the street is Cowboys plus 3.5. I take them on the money line. I see the Cowboys winning today and making the 49ers go to 5-10.
Tennessee Titans. I absolutely believe they will steamroll the Detroit Lions today.
I definitely like the over, and I would lean Tennessee pretty heavy. I might make a small play on Tennessee in the over.
This would be the end of the Patriots, and Cam Newton's one-year experiment will be over. I like the Dolphins today, Luke.
They're not going to score against Miami. This is going to be my total of the week. Take this game under the total.
I think your best play to make on this game is to take the Texans and the points against the Colts.
Make sure to subscribe on YouTube or at BettorCenter.com on Facebook, so you can get us when we come live tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. This is Louis Diamond. Thank you for joining us on BettorCenter Live. Hey, we got the same shirt on. All right. So yeah, we've definitely provided some healthy information for a lot of players on the show here throughout the whole season. It's been great, and so please subscribe below and join us, because I believe we'll be now with basketball here. We're really going to be coming at you hot and heavy with a lot of information. All right, Tony, we got a couple more college football games. No, we got one game left on our schedule, and that is for your neck of the woods there, Tony. The Liberty Flames. They've been cashing tickets for us, as most know that have been watching us. And now they are playing Coastal Carolina, who's cashed some tickets for us as well, but also we missed on them a little bit. Touchdown favorite, Coastal Carolina, total 59.5. How you seeing this one being played, Tom?
Yeah, Coastal Carolina, I've cashed going against them. I did with the Troy. That was my latest bookie buster last week, I do believe, right? Or the 12th, should be 2 weeks ago, the bookie buster Troy. Got the job done with the 13.5 points, took Coastal Carolina to the final minute of the game. Coastal Carolina, as they've done all year long, able to pull out a tight contest. They pulled that one out against Troy. 11-0 Coastal Carolina facing a 9-1 Liberty team. So you're getting a battle of two smaller conference teams with experienced players all around, key skill players experience for these teams. So you're getting the good quality college football from them, and their programs have done the job, taking advantage of this situation, and they won a lot of games. Liberty's only loss was a 1-point loss against ACC foe NC State, who's not a bad team. So that was actually a pretty good loss for a team like Liberty. So you get this matchup here today, 7-point spread. This is going to be my bookie buster, one of 2 bookie busters I have today. 15-7. I'm going to note also, guys, last 4 Saturdays consecutive, a month full of Saturdays, I have clean nailed the NCAA football bookie buster play. I feel just as confident as with my call on this play as I did with the other 4. So get to the BettorCenter.com website and get my play for this big game, Liberty, Coastal Carolina.
All right. Liberty and Coastal Carolina is a big bookie buster for Tony Gulledge. And he's been crushing
15
it, guys.
15-7, 68% since we've started BettorCenter, Lou. So that's it.
There you go, guys. There it is. And if you want to take advantage of it, I would highly recommend jumping out to BettorCenter.com. You also see Chip Chirimbes and Ross Benjamin there as well, as they will be loading the shopping cart with some winners for you here today. And I'm sure they will be back with us on Monday with some more action. So that all being said, I'm light schedule, but some good plays there today. Wouldn't you agree, Tony? Anything else you want to give out for your most interesting play of the day? Got any basketball?
Yeah, let's go to the NBA. I want to note quickly 3-0 to start this season with my inner circle, my members, best bet plays in the NBA. So right off yesterday, Christmas Day, they were stuffing the stockings with free money. The Milwaukee Bucks, single digit, 9.5. Just noted that Steph Curry literally looking like an ordinary player when he's playing with a bunch of stiffs, and they're not going to be able to compete against the better teams in the NBA. That was obvious again. So looking for another long, unless something crazy happens for Golden State very soon. I see them having another long season, and Steph Curry's just going to have to sit there and take it. With that said, today I'm going to go with the best bet play. I'm going to give it out Oklahoma City playing the Charlotte Hornets. Just not impressed. Michael Jordan is the owner, keeps spending money like the Nicholas Batum. I was giving him a hard time. He was the highest paid player on the team for like 2 or 3 seasons and wasn't playing more than like 10 minutes a game, just a complete stiff. So he hasn't ran this team very well. I'm just not happy with what I'm seeing. My hometown team, I wish I could say more positive things about them. They let Kemba Walker get away. I thought that was a huge mistake. He was literally the only guy on the team with a heart. I would say keep Kemba and get rid of everybody else, but they let Kemba go and kept all the garbage. I'm not impressed with Charlotte. Oklahoma City got a little bit of something to prove here. I think the chip's on their shoulder. We'll see how they respond moving forward, but I like the spot for them here today. I think they're going to get a straight-up win in Charlotte. That's my NBA best bet for you guys as my most interesting play. Also going to mention the other bookie buster, Lou, college basketball, big game, high-profile game. It will be on TV. You can watch it. Every bookie buster play that I put out in college basketball has cash, Lou, and I'm confident enough that this one should fall right into that same category. It's a soft line. You're going to like it. It's going to be a nice, clean, no-sweat best bet winner for the bookie buster in college basketball. Most interesting play, Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA, Lou.
All right. NBA is on its way, guys, and here we go. Action every day for you, and BettorCenter will have the answers for you before the action starts. So my most interesting play of the day will be in college basketball. Only one system play left here today, and not sure how many more I will have. And I think we're at 130. We're about 30 games over. I don't have the exact number today, but one play, that will be LSU. They are minus 22. They're playing Nicholls State. That one should cash the ticket for you. And if you're looking to cash more tickets, we have Chumley here back again tomorrow. He's been on fire in the NFL. So Tony and I, and maybe even Chip, will be here tomorrow with some more action for you here on BettorCenter Live. Subscribe below and join us again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.